In this video, I'm going to tell you if dropshipping is the right business to get into in 2024, how I managed to quit my 9 to 5 and become a full-time dropshipper, tell you all the challenges that I had to overcome throughout the years, and if this is the right business for you to get started. If you want to know all that, keep watching. What's up, beautiful people? It's Naz here, and it's been a while since I made a video telling you about everything that I've been through in the last couple years. I'm going to tell you a story from a very beginning, from the first winning product that I had and going through so many challenges, so many failed products, so many things that happen, and I want to leave it to you guys to kind of decide if this is a business that you want to get started. So let's get into it. If you guys don't know me, my name is Naz. I've started dropshipping. I started in 2016, but not full time. I still had a job. Full time, I believe, in 2017. A lot of you guys know that I was working in fitness industry, and I thought honestly that would be what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. Specifically, I work at LA Fitness in San Diego. If you live in San Diego, that's where I actually worked at. LA Fitness San Diego. I used to do sales, and that's actually what I was good at. That was the first thing I've ever done that I felt like I was good at. I've tried so many different things in college. I always felt like I'm just doing it to get through because of my parents and all that. I was not good at any subjects. I was not good at school. I was not really good at anything that I felt like I should have been compared to like just the standard of being a Middle Eastern, if you're Middle Eastern or any other culture that put a lot of pressure on you to become something, you know what I'm talking about. So that was a point. I think it was 2016 that I got a job at LA Fitness, and I was like, whatever, how bad could it be, And then I got into sales, and I was good at it. I was really good at it. I became a manager. I was growing. I was making good money because I was selling a lot of personal training. And there was a point that was at my early 20s. There was a point that I wanted to take a vacation. I believe it was like somewhere in 2017 or 2016. And I remember I was working Monday through Saturday. At that point, I was at this job for a year and a half. I was making good money. I've never taken a vacation. I was just so focused on the numbers and making money for the company and just like hustling all the time. And my time schedule was 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It was no 9 to 5. It was 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We had like a 2-hour lunch break in between. And I remember I put my request to get some time off because I wanted to go snowboarding. It was during winter time. And I totally forgot that even in the contract that we signed to work for the company, you can't take vacations from, I believe, November through March or something like that. So I got rejected. And I'm just like sitting there thinking, damn, the only day that I have off is Sunday. And I sleep because I'm so exhausted from working. Is that what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? And that was the moment that I started looking into online businesses. Actually, at the time, I wanted to start a gym, and I was looking to run ads for them. While looking at ads and learning ads, I found that, hey, you can sell products online. And I believe one of the people that I found in the beginning was Tim Bird. I don't know what he's up to. Like, if you know his videos or anything, I think he probably still has ads contents and stuff, but that was the first thing that I found. And I believe I went through some of his courses and stuff, and then there were a couple other people that I went through their courses, and it was super helpful at the time. In the beginning, I didn't do any courses. I was just trying to figure it out myself. But then once I get dedicated, I ended up buying courses because that was what helped me actually get through it and learn properly. And at the time, after that happened, and after I had a whole fight with my boss at the time that why can't I get 2 days? I just wanted 2 days off. That's all I wanted, because it was Sunday and I wanted Monday, Tuesday off so I can go on a vacation. And he was like, no, we can't do that. And then I realized, why would I want to do that? I need to figure something out. First of all, at that moment, at that job, I realized I'm such a hustler. I didn't know that about myself, that I could be that motivated to make money. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to do something, because I was first thinking about switching jobs, but then I'm like, if I'm going to put that much effort learning another job, may as well learn it for myself. And at the time, I was sharing a house with 2 other people. We all had our own room, so it was my own room, but my rent was so cheap. It was $500. I didn't have any expenses because I was working 24/7. So I was saving up a lot of money, and while I was making good amount of money for being I don't know, in my early 20s, I was like, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to give myself 6 months of not working. So I decided at that point that I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna go full on with dropshipping. But I had 6 months saving that if things go wrong, I have 6 months and I can always get back to the job that I've had. So basically what I told them was like, hey, I have an emergency. I have to go take care of family stuff. Is there any chance that I can leave the company for on, basically good notes? So anytime I want to come back, they, at the time, they didn't like it, but they said yes, they would rehire me if I need to come back. So that was the thing. I'm like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I'm in my early 20s. My rent is cheap. I don't have any expenses. And I'm going to go ham with this. And there's no way that I would want to go back to work. So that's the only chance that I have. So I remember quitting my job, actually. It was like, I believe in December. And I was just fully in. If you right now thinking about quitting your job, this is what I want you to do. Just first of all, like analyze your behaviors. Like one of the things that I personally do have, I don't know if you call it discipline. I would say more obsessiveness with something, because there's a lot of things that I'm not disciplined with. I'm just very obsessive. When I want something, I have to make it happen. So that was my thing at the time, that there's no way I'm going to go back to work. So I was hustling 24/7 from I was already working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. for another job. So when I quit, I was like, I'm going to do that for myself. So I would wake up, like literally watch a bunch of YouTube videos about drop shipping, products. I picked products. I would have like my shop. I already set up my Shopify and everything. And before that, when I was still working at LA Fitness, I was getting things done here and there, but I was not 100% dedicated. So it didn't really work out. And I've talked about it on my other videos. The first product that blew up, and a lot of you guys might know, I'll put the picture here. It was this golf trainer, yellow golf trainer. It's crazy. It's like literally $2, $3. I was selling it for $14.95. And if you guys don't know, those days Facebook ads were cheap. The cost per purchase was $2, $3, maybe something like that. So it was insanely profitable. I was doing $1,000 a day at that point, and that was a 10th product that I tested at the time, and I was just blown away. I'm like, holy shit, this works. Like I'm gonna have to find more winning products. And I remember one of the first challenges that I've ever had. It was having my money on PayPal on hold. And if you guys don't know, if you're just getting started, PayPal loves to put your money on hold. And that was like the biggest challenge that I had to overcome, because I didn't have that cash flow anymore. They wanted to hold my money for like 21 days, and I was trying to scale. So that was like so stressful time of my life. I had my savings, but I was just so stressed out, because when you're doing $1,000, $2,000 a day, it adds up quickly on PayPal, and it would just build up. So at the time, I'm like, am I going to be able to pay my rent? Am I going to be doing this? Like if I'm using this money? So that was the first challenge that I had to overcome. Now we have a lot of ways to get around it. There's a lot of ways that you can fix that problem. So now I know. Another thing, and then that product started blowing up. We did, at the time I did like $50,000, $60,000. Then I met my business partner, Scoot. A lot of you guys know him. And that's when we started working together. And then after probably another 20 products that we tested together, we found another winning product. And that product was the first product that was really a big winning product for me, at least at the time. We did about over $100,000, I think, in 2 weeks. And that's like when literally my brain was just like, what is happening? Like, is this real? Obviously, we put a lot of work and effort into this. We made our own videos. I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. We made our own videos. We would order products. And I remember at the time, I think, I don't know who we were using. Actually, I don't remember. But we would make our own videos, like fresh content. And there was some content that we would use with like not fresh content, but we put a lot of effort into making our videos, making the store look good, making everything look good. And at that point, we did 100,000 in 2 weeks. I was just like, this is it. Like, we need more. And I was just so hungry for success and having that. So that was it. And then if a lot of you guys know about the famous peeling foot mask, that was probably our life-changing winning product in 22. I'm kind of like fast forwarding now, like to kind of get an idea. That product, a lot of you guys know when COVID happened, a lot of people were buying stuff online like crazy. So we were doing $500,000. It's insane. We were doing $500,000 a month selling foot masks. I'll put the picture right here. It's a peeling foot mask. I think our store was called silkyfoot.com or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was called. We ran it for like probably a couple months before Facebook decided, you know what? We don't like you to show your foot on ads. So we kept getting disabled. And at the time, I didn't know that you could buy agency accounts. So our ad account kept getting disabled. I didn't know you can actually pay people to buy agency accounts. So that was one thing that obviously as you learn, as you go, you learn. And at that point, I was already in business like 3 years. So I should have known probably, but I didn't. That's why I say it takes a long time to actually, to see success, to learn, to do all that stuff. So that's that. And at that point, I'm doing a little bit of affiliate marketing. We're doing drop shipping. We started the brand. We were holding inventory. So with the foot mask, we actually ended up having a warehouse and then holding inventory just because how much it was blowing up and the shipping problems during COVID and stuff. So we wanted to do it right way, which we did. We still have a lot of inventory actually left after everything got shut down, but I'm pretty sure they're expired. So that was that. And as of TikTok, once first TikTok came out, I remember the second product we tested on TikTok. I don't know, we call it luck or we call it we did a lot of research. We ended up making our own videos. The second product we put on TikTok, literally the first product didn't work out. Second product started blowing up. And I believe it was the ear camera. That's what it was at the time. I don't know if 2021, I would say, when TikTok first allowed advertisers to advertise on TikTok. And that ended up doing probably another $400,000 in sales for us. So when I say when I give you the numbers, it's usually the revenue number, not the profit. If you want to calculate the profit is going to be 20-30%. Now, let me tell you about the challenges. One of the biggest things that it comes with dropshipping is the shipping and then let's say you decide to scale a product, right? Now you gotta have a good supplier. A lot of people don't know that, and people think, oh, I just have to find a winning product. But no, honestly, scaling is one of the hardest part of dropshipping. You have to have a good supplier. You gotta make sure you do everything right with PayPal. You gotta make sure that your Stripe or whatever processor you use is good enough. You gotta make sure all the backend stuff are good. Your customer service is on point. And that's why I say a lot of times that it's I hate the word mentor, but find someone you trust, you connect with, and work with them. Because that's what I did in the beginning. I worked with, I bought a bunch of courses. I was in these weekly calls and stuff. I remember paying a couple of $1,000s because you learn from other people's experiences as well. So if there's other people, they're probably experiencing the same thing as you are. So you learn from their experiences. That's probably going to be the first thing that I would say if you're just getting started and you want to do it on your own. Most of the time that's really difficult. I personally have to have guidance step by step. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And you might think, oh my God, I'm spending money. But in a long term, you're not spending money. You're saving money. You're wasting your time trying to figure it out yourself. A lot of times, especially if you're just watching 20 billion YouTube videos, which I used to do back in 2016, and clearly it didn't work. And I had to once I quit my job, I ended up actually investing in myself. That's when I started seeing the results I was looking for, because I now had some kind of guideline of A to B to going all the way to Z to see what I need to do. So I highly recommend you guys do that. And let's talk about the challenges. So the challenges come into PayPal, processor holding your money, product being not good enough. I always tell people to test your product, read the reviews. Don't just start scaling. A lot of people do that. As much as I tell them, please do not scale before testing the product, reading the reviews and all that stuff. People still do it. And I highly recommend not doing that. Try to test the product, review the product, all that stuff before scaling it. Have a good profit margin, have a good store together, have a good customer service team. The better your customer service team is, the less chargebacks you're going to have, the less you have to pay from back end of it. And now let's fast forward to 2023. 2022 was a great year for me. 2021 was good. 2023, I would say the worst year I've ever had in my life. And it's not necessarily because of business, but I'm going to also tell you why I'm so freaking thankful that I've had my own business. Even though I always tell people you have to work super, super hard to start your own business, but it's not something you have to do consistently. Once you start building the foundation, everything is good. You have people working for you. You don't have to work as hard as you did once. And that's how it was for me in 2023, because bad things happen. And a lot of you guys know in 2023, I lost my life partner in a freak accident someone that I spent years, we lived together, we worked together, we did everything together. And it took me, now it's been a year. I'm still not okay, if that makes sense. But I learned to live with it, if that makes sense. One of the things was, at the time, like, I would talk to a lot of people. So I'm going to these grief groups, I'm going to these stuff, and people telling me that, oh, their work only, like, after losing your freaking husband or wife or your kid, they would only give them 2-3 weeks off and they have to go to work. And that would just blow my mind. I could not move from my bed for like 3 months later. I was just so sick and so sad. But one thing that I'm thankful for, that was, I didn't have to worry about money. I didn't have to worry about paying my rent. I didn't have to worry about my bills. And that's something I'm being super thankful for. I completely stopped working. You know, I had my team handling stuff. Pretty much I didn't work, honestly, for 6 months, 7 months, or whatever. And I slowly made it back, obviously, to working. And at that point, you know, it was just something that was a therapy to me, just getting back to work and my routine and all that. But I'm super thankful going through something like this, that I didn't have to force myself. But now my mental health is struggling so much, and now didn't have to stress about money. And this is something to, like, obviously I'm super thankful, and I want you guys to look at it in a bigger picture. If you're just thinking about starting your own business, you gotta first of all be real with yourself. That, are you the type of person, are you disciplined enough to start your own business and be consistent with it? Because this is the most important thing, and that's number one thing that I see people fail in their businesses. They start a business and they think, oh my God, it's gonna be all happy. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? What's been going on last 2 weeks? I don't know. I'm just being busy. What are you doing? You have to commit to doing things every single day till your business succeed. And then at that point, you can outsource stuff. Now you can do more stuff from the outside. But you can't just, like, decide that you want to start a business and do nothing about it. So you're going to have to be real to yourself. Are you the type of personality that are disciplined or obsessive, or that type of personality that is like, I got to get this done, you know? If that's not you, honestly, I highly recommend just sticking to your 9 to 5. Because honestly, most people need that. Most people need someone telling them what to do. Otherwise, they're not going to do it. But if you're the type of person that you're obsessive, you're disciplined, you need to make things happen, then this could be a right business for you. So at this point now, we're into 2024. I'm feeling better. Obviously, there's always ups and downs. However, there's been less downs or lows, I would say, than ups. And, you know, business is thriving. Everything is going well. We're doing more ads than ever. We're coming back stronger. Even though I haven't worked for close to a year, my business been running. You know, my business been good. My business been running. I might not be making the money that I was making in 2021, doing $500,000 a month, but business is doing really good. And that's what I'm thankful for. And that's I wanted to share my story. This year is going to be the year that we're going to come back. We're going to have a strong comeback. We're going to get bigger than ever, do better than ever. And I really appreciate you all being here, you know, supporting my channel. And the people that have been following me from the very beginning, being on this channel, I'm very thankful for that. And I'm going to have better and bigger things coming. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And let me know if there's any questions. Put them down below. I would love to see where you guys are coming from, where you are in your life. Tell me more about your life. Tell me what you've been doing spiritually, mentally, physically. Obviously, I'm not the same person that I was when I first posted a video on this channel. I think it was like 6 years ago or so. I'm more about the balance in life, not necessarily consistently like working yourself out and burning yourself out. I'm more about like having that balance, taking care of your mental health, taking care of yourself, more than just focusing on, you know, making how much more money I can make. Let me know in the comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.